Aries, welcome back, Divine Essence Tarot. So we're going to take a look tonight at the oracles first, just to get a preview, and then at the tarot, we're going to see how did this person show up in the connection versus how you showed up. All right, let's get into it. Guys, don't forget to look in my bio and check out my YouTube. I would love to see you guys over there as well, because I have longer videos, not just little 10-minute increments. Okay, I do 20 to 30. Some of the videos are longer. Okay, but let's take a look. All right, Aries, at what we have for you. Spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what we need to see for Aries. Inferno, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. Whoa. Someone here is, and I'm getting it to your person, is in a really, really dark, lonely place. Okay, they could have just lost their job, and on top of that, there could be a million of other things that are just falling apart for this person. I'm getting that they're getting karma at this time. And you see how the character looks like they're in jail? They could have gotten locked up at this time or in the recent past, or they're in, they could be getting locked up physically, or this could be spiritual jail, because there is such a thing. Spiritual jail, where they're paying for things that they have done, not only to you, but to others. Yeah. Everything is going wrong. Anything that could go wrong is going wrong. So this person's depressed at this time. Wow. Tell me more, Spirit. 1111. You guys could be seeing 1111. But we have twin flame, which is the twin flame numbers, 1111. Runner, chaser, which could be the dynamic between you and your person. One of you could have been the chaser. The other one was running from the connection. And I'm getting, Aries, that you could have been the one that was chasing this person, and this person was running away from you. Divine timing. All right, this is a very intense connection here. You see the flames, the passion that you guys had for each other, and maybe still have for some of you, is super intense. No matter what you guys went through, you still felt connected to this person. You still could feel like a tie, a soul tie to them. You could have felt also that this was your partner, a soul partner, soul connection. This is someone who you met at the right time, because this is a orchestrated, divinely orchestrated connection. You met them when you were supposed to meet them, Aries, and vice versa. And the reason is because you both have lessons to learn from one another. This connection isn't meant to last forever. No. When you have a twin flame connection, like the one you had with this person, it's temporary, because one of you heals from this connection and one either doesn't heal at all, or it takes them forever to get the lessons. All right, and I feel like, Aries, you have already learned the lesson, or you're in the process of healing yourself now and getting the lesson, while this person is still running from the connection, running from their self. This could be somebody who has addictions. Tell me more, Spirit. Childish. Look, immature, argumentative, playing the victim. This is how this person showed up. They couldn't take accountability, okay? You could look at them very childish. I don't care how old they are. I don't. This person acts like a kid. And you could have felt like more of a parent to this person, I just heard. But they like to argue. This is part of the problem that you guys had. They always wanted to argue and fight. And it was always issues because this person wanted to be argumentative, and they wanted things to be their way. Very selfish. I can see very selfish, and this person gaslit you a lot. They would manipulate you like no other and play the victim. When they know for a fact that they were doing wrong, they would point the finger back at you and say, but they could have literally said this, guys, but what about when you did X, Y, and Z? When you try to tell them what they're doing wrong, they would turn around at you and say, but no, but what about the time when blah, 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 when you did this? They could never take the accountability. Bottom of the deck. Hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, cold and detached. This is how they truly feel. Okay? And because they're running from this. What did we pull already? We already pulled in the oracles that they're hiding their true feelings by running from their feelings. And secretly, deep down, this person loves the hell out of you. They're in love with you. They're obsessed with you, with your energy. But they will come off very detached, and I feel like that was an issue for you as well, that you knew that this person loved you deeply, and you wondered a lot of times, Aries, like, why does this person act like this? Why are they in denial? I know they love me. They know they love me. Why can't they show me properly and in a healthy way? And I feel like that was something that you wondered a lot, and that you questioned a lot. Like, why do they have to act like this? It doesn't have to be like this. But it was because of you being in a twin flame connection, which are one of the most, I've been in one of the most difficult and intense, passionate. You will never be in another connection like this, ever, in life. You only have one, I believe, in your whole life. Crazy. And when I broke up with this person, I still felt them. So you could also, Aries, still feel them lingering in your energy, watching you. You could feel their emotions. And guess what? They can feel your emotions because you're attached. It's a tie that you guys have. Let's take a look. All right, Aries, let's look at the tarot. How did this person show up in the connection? King of Swords reversed. Let me show you an upright. This person could have air in their chart, so they could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This came reversed. There's someone who's totally immature, which we already pulled in the oracles. Somebody who talked to you crazy. They didn't know how to talk to you properly in a kind, healthy, mature way. Anytime you tried to have a conversation with them, it went left because this person they were so immature they couldn't handle of just a regular convo. They let their emotions take over them. They had a hard time, and I see this, they had a hard time controlling themselves. So this person had a temper. They liked to fight, but it would escalate. They would yell at you. They would scream at you, and it would hurt you. And you would cry over this. I can see that. This person made you cry with their words. They were so harsh and so cold. Tell me more, Spirit. The Empress. This is your energy. This is your energy. You came off as the Empress. This is how you showed up. Ready to love, ready to nurture. You could have a child with this person, or you could be pregnant by them now. On this card, she's pregnant. But even if you're not pregnant, you came in wanting to grow the relationship and the connection. You wanted this thing to last. So you were in it for the long haul. And you were ready and willing to do whatever it took to make it happen. And you watered this connection. You see the waterfall in the background? You watered this. You cared for the relationship. And you're someone who's very independent. You take care of yourself. You could wear your hair natural if you're African American. If you're not African American, doesn't matter, race or gender. It doesn't matter. But I was just going to say that if not, you're just someone who takes care of themselves, head to toe. You will never leave the house looking crazy. I don't care if you're going to the store, to Starbucks, to Dunkin' Donuts, to the corner store. Like there's an elegance about you, and you have pride in yourself, and you take pride in your relationships. And this is how you showed up. What's the advice? Look, Nine of Pentacles. Aries, Nine of Pentacles energy is very independent. They want you to, at this time, focus on yourself. The love and the care and the affection that you put into this connection with this person, pour that onto yourself. They are saying it's best to stay single at this time, not to partner up with them or anyone else at this time. Be on your own for now and focus on, you see the sunflowers? They're actually pentacles, which represent money, coins. So they want you to focus on your work. You could be an entrepreneur, or if not, you could have a high position at your job. But whatever you do for money and, to stabilize yourself, they're saying focus on that. Focus on your hobbies as well, and self-care, those things. And care less about like being in a connection with someone else. Right now, the relationship that you have with yourself is way more important. That's what they want you to know. Guys, I love you. If you need personal readings, you know how to do it.